It's time to wake up. The family is cozy in their weetu. A weetu is a wampanoag home made of branches and tree bark.
I'm gonna pause it there. What do we call the Wampanoag tribe's home? Is it a teepee?
No.
No. What's it called, Zuri?
Weetu.
Oh, weetu. Everybody say weetu.
Weetu.
Weetu. That is the Wampanoag shelter.
It's a warm, clear day. The girls go outside and have some breakfast. Their sister cooks it over an open fire. They eat nasam, which is hot corn porridge. They sweeten their nasam with berries. They're a little thirsty. Time to get a drink. A spring runs through the home site. The girls dip hollowed out gourds into the water and fill them up.
All right, friends, we just started learning about the Wampanoag tribe yesterday. Say the name of the tribe with me. Wampanoag.
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 Thank you, friends. This was the newest tribe that we learned about. So the first tribe we learned was the Lakota Sioux. And now we're learning about the Wampanoag. So I need your eyes over here really quick. We have our big chart that we put all our information about students today on, and the Lakota Sioux, and it's also up here in front. We're gonna go over the environment, clothing, food, and shelter that the Wampanoag people had today. What environment did we learn yesterday that the Wampanoag live in, Belen? Where do they live? By the water, like by a river? No. What do we call land that's by the ocean? Yeah. Oh. Not the plains. That was our grasslands. What do we call water? That's the ocean. Land by the ocean, Zuri. Yes, we call it a bay or the coast. What do we call it? A bay or the coast. So the bay or a coast is the environment that the Wampanoag tribe lives in, friends. So we're gonna hang that up here on our chart. The clothing that they wore from our story yesterday, or in this picture here, is made of deer skin. And that's what they used to make their moccasins. Who remembers what the Lakota Sioux made their clothing out of? They did not make it out of deer skin. Tenley, what did they make their clothing out of? What did the Lakota Sioux make their clothing out of? Buffalo. So do the Wampanoag people make their clothing out of buffalo? No. What do they make theirs out of? Deer skin. Everybody, they made their clothes out of deer skin. So we're gonna hang that up for our Wampanoag tribe. What kind of food did they get from the ocean to eat? Neymar. What kind of food did they get from the ocean to eat? Yeah, Neymar's right. What did they get out of the water? Clams. They ate lots of clams, and we got to read about their festival yesterday that had to do with eating clams. We already answered this one earlier. What kind of shelter or home did they live in, Valetti?
Corn.
What shelter did they live in, not what food? No. What's the name of their shelter, friends? We just said it. Ivan. we too, what was it called?
We too.
A we too. So now we have all our pictures up for the Wampanoag and for the Lakota Sioux tribe, so we can see how they are different between their environment, clothing, food, and shelter, and how they're different from us. So I want to review just a little bit more before we move on to our Native American journals. We read the word feast yesterday. Everybody say feast. Feast. I need to hear everybody. I want to hear this half. Oh, wait. Feast. Everybody over here. Friends. Feast. Feast. Thank you. A feast is when you sit down to eat a large amount of food or a large meal. Tell me if this is a feast. Sveta's family will feast on turkey, rice, potatoes, beans, carrot, bread, and pie. Give me a thumbs up if you think Sveta's family is having a feast. Yeah, they're having a large meal. They're having what?
A large meal.
A large meal. They're having a feast. What kinds of things would you like to feast on? Think in your head. And then turn to the partner next to you. Tell them what you would feast on if you had a large meal.
I will have mashed potatoes and potatoes. I'll feast on teacher! I'm sorry. I said sorry. She doesn't forgive me.
That sounds like he apologized, right? So we have to move on. Sometimes people make mistakes, right? Sounds like we recognize that mistake. So when it sounds like he's apologized for that, so then we have to forgive someone and move on. That's good to know, Neymar. Thank you. I need to have quiet in 3, 2, 1. Raise your hand if you'd like to share what you would feast on. I'm going to call on 3 people. Celeste, what's something you would feast on?
Strawberries.
Ooh, strawberries. Same. Kimberly, what would you feast on?
Donuts.
Ooh, donuts. Nice. Somebody I haven't heard from. Alejandra, what would you feast on? Pancakes. Nice. Sounds delicious. We also use the word feast to describe a really large meal for a celebration. Like, we have a large feast to celebrate my birthday. I can wait, friends. When we use feast in this way, we mean it's a thing, or the word feast is a noun. Who has heard someone have a feast as part of a celebration or a holiday? Raise your hand if you've ever had a feast on a holiday or as a celebration, like Christmas or Thanksgiving or a birthday. Yeah. What's the word we've been talking about, friends?
Feast.
Ooh, Ivan knows. Everybody else, what's the word we've been talking about? Feast. What word?
Feast.
Feast. Thank you. Yes, so we are going to do some word work today, friends, in our journals. And I'm going to freeze the screen really quick because Miss Meier forgot to turn the camera back on. Alright, perfect. So in just a minute, you are going to go get your Native American journals, which look like this. You're going to turn, thanks friends, I'm glad we're excited. You're going to turn to page 8. What page? 8. Oh, I can't hear because there's too many. I can wait. You're going to turn to page 8. What page? 8. Thank you. friends in the orange row, what page am I going to turn to?
8.
Thank you. On page 8 it says draw some foods that you would like to feast on. We just talked about this. This is where you can draw delicious pie or grapes or ham or bread or donuts. If you're like Kimberly, this is where you can draw your foods you're going to feast on. Then you're going to trace the word feast. Thank you, Ivan. You're going to trace the word feast. Do some families feast on special foods for the holidays? Yes or no? Show me with your thumbs. Yes or no? Yeah. Some families feast on special foods for the holidays. Then you are going to get a piece of paper to cut and paste for the environment, clothing, food, and shelter for the Wampanoag tribe. Miss Meier ran out of time and didn't color, but if you get done with the gluing and cutting and you're done on this side, then you may color at the end. So you're gonna put in the picture of the bay on the coast for environment, their clothing here, the clams for food, and the Witu for their shelter. And then there's one last question. Is a bay a hot, dry area? Show me yes or no. Is a bay a hot, dry area? Yes or no? No. So we would put thumbs down. It is an area where the land is next to the ocean. So it's land next to the what? Ocean. I'm gonna dismiss rows that are quietly seated on their bottoms and ready to go. Orange row, you may go. Blue row, you may go. Purple row, you may go. Red row, you may go. Green row, you may go. Yellow row, you may go. on special foods for the holidays? Yes, they do. I'm gonna put this here because you look like you're close to done, okay? Nice job. Ivan looks like he's also very close to done. I want you to glue it down first and then color it. So you'll have to cut it to fit in the environment spot, the shelter spot, food and all that, and then you can color it after. Nice job. What's there? We can find scissors that were all the colors of the table. So you'll make some by almost ready for this, so I'm going to put this here.
My mom needs to put salad there. And then it was in my pizza.
Don't forget the Tracy. Nice, you're ready. You have lettuce in your piece? Is that a tomato or is that a tomato? I like it. Yes. All right, try your potatoes. What color is it? A brown color, right? Right, brown. That's a good start. Okay, this one's the only thing that's you don't want to do Alfredo? Oh, you did? Alfredo. You're Alfredo. Yeah. Okay, and then remember, go slow, okay? Where did it go? And then the water needs to be blue, right? Oh, did you put it in your eye? There you go. That's waiting for you. Okay, over to oh, what's your piece? Ooh, do you like mashed potatoes and gravy or baked potatoes? And then here's the oh, and I see you fixed your mistake. That's nice. You can finish coloring the front or your other friends finish, okay? Nice job. This is here for Zoe. This is here for Mason. Oh, what would you like me to do about that, sir? Yeah, why don't you go to the grandpa's? Good job. Santi, let's keep going. Please raise your hand if you need more time. Thank you, green table. Thank you, blue. That looks like people from every table. Miss Meier's gonna put 5 more minutes on the timer. How many minutes? 5. Thank you. You have 5 more minutes. So if you have not moved on to your cutting and pasting, you should move on to that in the next minute. Excellent, Mason. Let's see. Oh, that looks wonderful. Can you trace the word? What's our word for today? Feast. Could you trace that, please, dear? Thank you. Namaste. I love how you colored so carefully. Very nice job. You may either put it away and finish it right there. Okay. nicely back in the container. Please push in your chairs, put your Native American journals back in your bin, and join on the carpet.